Are you keeping well? So do you pop over here quite a lot? See what's happening? Keep them all in order.
He helps us a lot.
You live in
Very large. Very, very First year is always
yeah. Good morning. I better not shake hands.
This is not normal, actually. Yes, we have. Yes.
We're very clear to get into that position without forming.
Yes, by means of cups and mugs and all sorts of things, yes. Just gently ease it that way. It does, yes. It will taste
that
good.
one from?
We bought it locally, but it is a Scottish standard.
But where do you do it? Where can you cook the thing outside?
In the oven, where the ladies are.
You can?
Yes.
In a big
Yes. In one of these dishes.
Especially the size of that.
Lovely, isn't it?
You're going to cut it up?
No. No, I'm afraid that's
Oh,
important.
is it really?
Yes.
No, that's all right.
Yes. Freshly potatoes. They'll be steamed, and there's green beans behind you and carrots.
And a bit of chicken.
Yes, just in case someone's like fish.
But I'm sorry, I'm missing. What kind of sauce?
Yes, dill sauce. There's a dill sauce. Yes.
There it is, isn't it? Are you in
Won't you
charge
change
of
your
dill
mind?
sauce? It's just too early for me, but anyway. Like I do doing the dill sauce.
Yes, I have the almshouses.
Are you doing that?
Yes.
I better not shake hands, I'm really very hungry. I do. I hope you don't mind this terrible interruption.
I was detailed.
You didn't mind? Thank goodness for that. Is it making a difference?
Oh yes,
Are you
definitely.
enjoying it? I think it's wonderful actually having it. Is this reflexology?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have any
Well, I have had once or twice. The trouble is running out of time. Which I love it. But have you found out all sorts of things? Because sometimes they find that I'm in quite a painful spot. Do you find?
Yes, we've actually done quite a lot of reflexology.
Yeah, and,
I have found this with yours, which we have tried to follow on. It's only a 12-hour session.
Otherwise it could go a bit noisy.
To welcome you here today and to invite you to unveil this plaque for the William and Patricia Venton Centre for Age Concern Eastbourne.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes. But before I I attempt to unveil this interesting looking plaque, having met the person who supplied the curtain for it, I just want to say what a great pleasure it is to have this chance of being with you all this morning and to see something of what I know Mrs. Venton has managed to achieve here with her remarkable generosity, and also having discovered how much she has done for Age Concern in other parts of the country, for instance in Plymouth, also in Northampton, where I know my grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, came, I think, 2 years ago to open that centre there. We really are enormously indebted, I think, to Mrs. Venton for her extraordinary loyalty and enthusiasm for everything that Age Concern stands for and tries to do. And obviously without somebody like Mrs. Venton and her wonderful team, and I know Mr. Jarvis is very important here, none of this would have been possible. And so I do think we owe her an enormous debt of gratitude. And of course also to her husband, who I know her late husband also took such an interest before he died. And again, if I may say, it's such a pleasure to see so many of you here today. I much enjoyed going round and seeing something of the work that I know is carried out by the volunteers. Because of course nothing could be possible without all these marvellous volunteers who put so much effort into ensuring that all these Age Concern operations are kept running. From the shop volunteers, and I was hugely impressed by what can be done to recycle all sorts of items of clothing, to the hairdressing salon, which was very impressive indeed, I thought. And I can see there's obviously a large queue here waiting to get in after I've gone. And to the people who work in the kitchen who are producing the most delicious looking lunch, which I only wish I could stay for. To the aromatherapy and reflexology section, which also looked unbelievably tempting. And I could have done with a little bit of foot tickling before I left. But all these people make an enormous difference, as I don't need to tell any of you, because I'm sure you benefit enormously from everything that they do here. And without them, Age Concern would not be able to function. And so, speaking as a very proud patron of Age Concern, nothing could give me greater pleasure than to unveil this plaque and to declare open the William and Patricia Venton Centre.
Chris Manuel. 21 years he played on the piano here in England. It's not too bad.
There, wasn't it?